And I had always wanted to go to the park, you see. I mean, it was always such a lovely thing to do with my father back when I was young. We would go to the park, and he would bring the dog with him, and we would just take the dog on a stroll, maybe throw a rock into a pond, feed bread to some ducks, and they always came and they remembered me. I think they remembered me. The ducks, I think. But then we would go to the park, like always, and come home. But one day, something strange happened. We had gone to the park, and my mother had made cookies while we were gone. These cookies contained walnuts, and I did not know at the time that I was allergic to walnuts, but after I ate one of the cookies with walnuts inside, I discovered that I was in fact allergic to walnuts. As a result, I don't like to eat nuts, and I haven't since, otherwise I might have died. And as you can obviously see, I'm not dead. One of the simplest joys in life is to go to the park with your father, to take the dog out for a stroll, to walk, to throw a rock into the pond, to feed birds. Yes. Do you know the way to say la 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 la? West. I never really understood why, but my mother seemed to be afraid of the cold, or snow even. And because of this fear she had, she always was afraid that my brother and I would catch cold or freeze to death if we ever went out into the snow. And whenever we did go out into the snow, she would always give us a parka and the snow pants, the ones made of nylon, so that we wouldn't get cold. She would wrap us up really tight and then put Vaseline on our faces so that they wouldn't get burned by the wind or the snow and the blowing. There weren't any hills, so we couldn't slide down them. I always tried to make hills, but they never really turned out very well. Oh well, it was all about the experience, I suppose. Good tea. My parents have always been dog people. My first experience with a dog was my father's dog. His name was Aspen. So named because my father, when he was younger and a little more active, he used to go skiing quite frequently. His favorite place to go was Utah. But regardless, this dog, Aspen, called him Aspen the Asshole Wonder Dog. He, one day I was going to reach down to pet him over one of those fences that keep the dogs in a certain room. He jumped up and then he just bit me unprovoked. It was so bizarre.